Consistency is key. Phrase that we've heard many times over our lives. And how many times have we forgotten that that fact is true? How many times do we actually think, if I keep on this path, if I keep on this road that I'm doing, even though it's hard, I'll get there one day. I'll achieve my dreams. I'll achieve my goals that I've set out so long ago to do, that I told myself I wasn't going to quit on. How often do we just forget that the simplest thing to do is to be consistent? Now, I said before too, quote I've heard, motivation is crap. Motivation is crap. Some of these videos that I'll make, I'll try to motivate you guys really kind of to inspire, to kind of kick you into that gear, to keep working, keep moving, keep pushing forward and achieve your goals, achieve your dreams. But at the end of the day, like I believe David Goggins said, right? Motivation is crap. What's really important is discipline. Discipline, consistency, that's what's important. That's what's going to get you to the next level. That's what's going to get you to achieve your dreams and what you want in your life and your goals. Why? Because again, motivation is fleeting, comes and goes. Maybe I feel like doing it today. Another day, oh, I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like getting up today. I don't want to run. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to go on the computer, do some work today. I just want to sit on the couch and do whatever, do nothing. Phrase I've heard too many times. I just want to turn my brain off. Why would you say that? Why would you want to turn your brain off? Now I understand that, people working 9 to 5s, working these jobs that maybe they don't like, maybe they don't want to do, and they're doing it to pay the bills, to get by. I understand. It's not easy to come home from that and to have, again, that discipline, that willpower, that consistency, to, even though you come home, it's late, you're tired, you don't want to do it, you fucking do it anyways. And you know why? Because you hold yourself to that standard. You're disciplined. And you're doing it because you have that vision of where you want to get to in your life. And you're not going to let yourself settle, no matter what, no matter how difficult it is, how many people you might piss off. You're doing it for you because that's what you want in your life. That's what God wants you to do in your life. God does not want you to, just kind of slave away at something that you don't find purpose in. But consistency is the key. Consistency is what's going to get you there. Consistency and discipline. You build up that habit, build up that culture inside yourself of, this is what I'm going to do. This is who I am. I'm this guy. I'm this type of man that does X. I'm this type of man that is consistent about my workout routines and my relationships with my friends and my family. Of course, to the best of your ability. I know things change, things are fluctuating, stuff comes up. I understand that. But to the best of your ability, you are as disciplined and consistent as you can possibly be in your life. And I'm telling you, man, you got to believe in yourself that if you want something that seems like it's a far-fetched goal, that's good. Like, that's the first step. Have that goal, have that dream. Where most people fall off is they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe they can achieve it. But it starts again with consistency. Identify what you need to do to get to that goal, to get to that dream, and start knocking those things out. Start building that habit. Start being consistent. Start being disciplined with what you need to do each and every day. And I'll read another quote. When preparation meets opportunity, anything is possible. When preparation meets opportunity, anything is possible. You know, you might not be where you want to be in life at the moment. That's okay. You got to understand that it's really it's that journey that matters, the day to day, the 24 hours ahead of you. But it's what you're doing in that day. It's the preparation for that one day that maybe that opportunity comes around and you're ready. You're ready to talk to those people. You're ready to make those connections. You're ready to execute on what you got to do. And God's plan for you might not be right now, but you got to understand that that's probably for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Like my dad always says. So understand that and keep pushing forward. Stay disciplined and stay consistent. All right. Now, going along with that, too, say another quote from one of my best friends. You got to tune out the noise. Part of this being consistent, being disciplined thing is you're going to be distracted, or you're going to have temptations that are going to try to distract you. Like I've said before in my videos, right? 21st century, there's so many distractions. Look at how many streaming services there are. You know, I was talking to somebody at work. They were saying about how they're subscribed to every streaming service possible and how they're paying like 50, 60, 70 bucks a month because they're paying for every streaming service possible. I'm sure that's not the only guy that does that, but it's crazy to me. Crazy that it's gotten to that point, right? And that's not the only thing, of course, social media, all that other stuff. There's a lot of distractions, but you got to tune out the noise and you got to focus in on what you got to do to stay disciplined, stay consistent. It's like a dial, just like on a radio, amplifier, play guitar, stuff like that. Tune what you need to tune up to build those habits, build that discipline, and tune the bad stuff out, the stuff that's just going to throw you off your purpose and your road that you need to go on. Tune into what you need to do and the road that you need to go on and to find your purpose and achieve your goals in your life. All right. Hope you guys are having a good day. Catch you in the next video.